Okay, good morning. Today I'm going to show you how to draw a room. I'm going to go for a bedroom, but it can be any room using 2-point perspective. So as you can see, I've drawn my horizon line and I've got 1 point here and 1 vanishing point here. So it's 2 points this time. And I've also drawn a vertical line slightly to the left of the picture because I want this wall in the bedroom to be a bit longer. Okay, so first things first, we're going to use our ruler, line up with this left vanishing point, and I'm going to keep that vanishing point in sight, but just lift my ruler and go from sort of near the top of this line and go out like so. And I'm going to do the same thing, keep it on this vanishing point, and going to go down. Might go a little bit shallow actually. This is going to be our wall, like so, and do a line coming out here. So not all the way along, just from this center point. This is going to be the corner of our room. I'm going to do the same this side. So I'm going to line up my ruler with this vanishing point. Also line it up where this line touches here, and then do a line coming out there. And the same, I'm going to join it up here, line it up with where this line touches, and then do a line out. Okay, and that, as you can see, is our two walls. So we've got a wall coming out this way and a wall coming out this way. And if I just rub out that bit there, rub out that bit there, in our room we've got the ceiling and we've got the floor. Okay, so as I'm going to do a bedroom, the next thing I'm going to draw is the bed. Now we need to use the vanishing point to help us with this, and we're going to use both. So I'm going to line up my ruler with the vanishing point here, and I'm going to draw just above. I'm going to just draw a line going across. So I'm not going all the way. I mean, you can draw it all the way from the vanishing point if you want, if that will help, but from just above the floor there, I'm going to draw a line out. Okay, and then I need to use this vanishing point, and I'm going to draw a line going, crossing it a little bit. So from there I'm going to draw straight over. Bump on my ruler, that's not going to help. Okay, so now I'm going to draw another one. It's going to be like the top of my bed. I need to draw the thickness of it. Okay, so I'm going to do a vertical line from this corner point where they've crossed, and I'm going to go straight down like so. And then from the vanishing point, line it up to that bit. Just take my time, and then I'll do the same thing, drawing a line like so. So it doesn't matter that it goes like, almost looks like it goes into the wall, because that will just help us later. And the same this side. So from here, joining up, line it up with my vanishing point, and then I'm going to just draw a line. I'm not going to go all the way in, because at some point my bed is going to end. Okay, so now I'm going to say, obviously this is where my bed touches the wall, so I need a vertical line up here to show where the bottom of my bed stops and my headboard comes up. So I'm going to have a bit of a headboard going across. Okay, and the same, I need to think about this edge of the bed here. Now I think it's going to be right up against this wall, so I'm going to just about see, I won't see this edge, so I need to line up my vanishing point. I'm going to line it up with the wall to start with, and I'm going to go just above. So keeping that vanishing point there, I'm just tilting the ruler up, and then I'm going to draw a line across like that. Okay, so that's going to be the top of my bed. And then from here, I might have to extend that line a little bit. I can just draw a vertical line, keeping it vertical and perpendicular to the horizon line, down like that. So that's the bottom of my bed, the side of my bed, and then we're going up to my headboard. So to do my headboard, I need the top of my headboard needs to line up with this vanishing point. So going across here, take my time, line it up. I'm going to go across, not all the way, obviously, like that. Okay, and then the bottom of that bit of my headboard is going to come down. I might just be able to see a bit of the wall there. So I'm going to go vertical. I'm looking at my ruler lining up with that horizon line there. And then I'm going to come down like so. Okay, so there we've got a basic shape of our bed, and obviously if I line up my ruler with my vanishing point again here and go to this corner like so. Then I have the edge of my bed here. So I might need to move my headboard a little bit. There we go. Okay, so there's our basic bed shape. Now we can add all the fancy bits in a minute. I also have a bedside table and I'm going to draw that here. So same rules apply. Line it up with my vanishing point. Now I need to think it's going to be about that wide in comparison to my bed. So I might draw this line, the one that's next to my bed first. Or I might even draw it because it is very next. You won't be able to see the bottom. So I'm going to draw it like this. So I'm lining it up. I'm going to draw a line going into the side of my bed there. And then I'm going to line up, think about how wide it is. So keeping my ruler on that vanishing point. It's not very wide, so I'm going to do about that. Again, just draw about the same length line there. And now from this vanishing point, I need to join it up. So I can join that bit there like that. And just in front of the wall line there. So there's the top of my bedside table. Now, it comes straight down to the edge of the wall, like so. And again, this one will come straight down and this edge will come straight down. Okay, and then I use my vanishing point to do the bottom. So I'm going to line it up with the edge of the wall and out like so. I'm going to line this vanishing point up. Take my time, making sure I keep looking. And there. And I also have a little drawer, so keeping my ruler on my vanishing point, I'm going to move it up there, and the top part here, just move up a little bit higher. I'm going to cut off that bit there. That's going to be the little top drawer that I have, and then I have a little cupboard underneath. So what I might do is just thicken this up a bit, add another little line. Now that I've got that. There we go, and you can add your draw button on, etc. Okay, I also have a window here, so let's draw my window. So from this vanishing point, it's strange, I know the window's on this side, but we need this vanishing point to tell us where the top of our window is and where the bottom of our window is. Okay, and if we had something on this side, we'd use this vanishing point. So from here, I'm going to say my window, at the top of my window, I'm going to draw a little line like that. It might not be that long, but that just helps me. And then keeping my ruler on that vanishing point, I'd say the bottom of my window is not really low, it's not right down to the floor. So maybe about there, like that. Maybe about there, like that. Okay, now the edges of my window are always going to be vertical, so I can use the lines of my ruler, line it up with my horizon line, and do my vertical line there. And I'm going to say my window stops about there. So there we go, we've got a little window. Now, from here, if we line up here, I can draw a little bit coming in like that. And then from this vanishing point, I can draw a little line going that way, then a vertical line going up, and that there will show you like a little bit of depth in your window. Now, obviously I have panes in my window, so I've got two centre parts like that. It's going to be a bit thick. Oh, I need to make sure that's lined up with my vanishing point. See, that doesn't quite look right, so vanishing point. There we go, that's a bit better. Let me add in like that. Vertical line and one down there. And again, vanishing point. I'm going to finish that bit there and that bit there. And there we have my window. And I might have a little handle that's attached to my window there. If you add two streaks from each corner, it makes it look a bit more like glass. Okay, last thing I'm going to add, I think, is the picture that I have above my bed. So vanishing point on this side. Remember, anything on this wall, you start with this vanishing point. So I'm going to use this vanishing point. I'm going to line up. It's pretty much going to go along with the horizon line, the bottom. Okay, but the top of my picture is going to be a little bit more like so. So, and then as it's vertical, I'm going to line that line up with my horizon line and go down, and it stops about there. Doesn't quite go to the edge. Okay, and then if I want to, I can add it in its frame. So I can do a little line like so, like there, and then down and down like that. And then, I mean, I can just sketch in my picture. It's of a cliffy beach scene with the waves. So I can do that in the background. That's got some horizon, some waves. There's some beach and there's a little path that wivels and some whatever you might have on your picture. Okay, now I can add a little bit more detail here to the bed. So my duvet, I don't know about yours, my duvet hangs off, so I might just have a little bit that goes along the bottom there, curves, goes along here, stops about there. Now from my vanishing point, it goes along my bed like that, so along and there, and then we have my duvet. I usually fold the top part over. So from my vanishing point, sketch in a rough line, so it'll be a little bit, can sort of subtly follow that, and then there like so. And that's my duvet, and then pillows, sort of rectangular shape. There we go. Bit of shadow under there. And I don't know about you, but I've got little cushions as well, so I can sketch them in. And obviously we can rub out all the lines that we don't need and make it a little bit clearer. But now you can sort of go over my headboard curves in the corners. So I can do that. I can do the edge of the bed. Now the bottom of my bed touches the floor, but if yours has got legs, you just add your little lines coming down here, either side, like so. And then your bed has legs on, you might be able to see underneath, etc. Now I'm also going to add a little lamp here, because I actually have an elephant light, but I don't think I'm going to be able to draw the elephant at the moment, so I'm going to use my ruler actually, make it a vertical. Now it's got a base. I'm just going to curve. Okay, finish that off with a little oval, and then 2 diagonal lines and a slightly curved bottom. And that's my lamp. Now I'm going to rub out all the lines I don't need. So I don't need this bit here too much. We don't need to see that wall. Okay. I don't obviously need that bit coming to the bed. I also don't need this bit. Just take my time, rub out all the bits in between that you don't really need to see, and obviously you will rub out slight parts, so you just go over them again. That's fine. Just rubbing all these bits out, taking your time with it. Don't need that bit, don't need that bit, that bit. I don't actually need the horizon line anymore, so I can rub that bit out there. Can rub that bit of the horizon line out. Obviously there isn't a horizon line through the window unless you can see some land far beyond, or some buildings or something. Rub that bit out. Right, just go over the few bits that I've rubbed out, and then it'll be done. Last thing I'm going to add is a door. So from this vanishing point, I'm going to go, door's going to be just above the height of the bed, so I need to make sure I'm lined up, and it's going to be about there. and then straight down. 1, 2. There. And there you have your bedroom using your 2-point perspective. My horizon line you can just about see through there with my 2 points. And there we have